in Week 13. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. 22-yard line.
Ready, ready! 10 Lobo.
6 man. Check curls, check curls.
X3, 218, chop it. Head up.
He'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll get this down there on a gain of 11.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Okay, ready?
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
Let go.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
What's the old expression, 3 yards that we used to play on, right, and chew it up? Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Recon, 132 fighter. Don't let him breathe. Get it.
Here's a second and 7. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
Ready.
They head to the line facing a third and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Let's bring it.
Yes, yes. Ready, ready.
They'll set up to throw. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
Let's go.
An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Let's go.
A pair of first downs gives him a first and 10 up at the 44.
Let's go, D, let's go.
Deep grip, deep grip.
Now Leonard Fournette.
You ain't going nowhere.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Safe.
Now back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Fournette. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Back to throw here. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Down to lose one. No. He's coming.
General West.
On 1st down, Sapp. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Emery. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's King. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, echo.
52, Mike, 52. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
2nd and 10. Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And a give this time to the tailback. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Back to throw. Emery. And he's got his target. That's more. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 13-yard line. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
In your face.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Second and 12. Let's get it.
44-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd down and 10.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Hey, orbit.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike.
He'll look to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On second down, here's Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
You think you gonna get this? Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Silver, Silver. 51, Mike 51. I'm coming.
He'll drop to throw. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Matchbox lights.
51 to Mike, boy. 51.
Let's go, D.
They'll set up a throw. Thomas has got it, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
That's another Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Go. You're out.
Here we go. Go.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
2nd and 2. And this is incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, and it's 3rd and short. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
The Saints on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Kill. Under 10. 10.
Ready.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Got it. 60 yours. Hey, do.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Switch.
Blue draw Corker.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming.
Hit it.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 22-yard line.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Hey, lock it. Now.
They'll run on first down. Best. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
They'll try the left side. Best. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll drop the throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Back. 80 weapon. Fire.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got it. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
59.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football, Football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. He'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, that nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
You know, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Looking to throw. Emery. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down.
Check 24, check 24. Slam, slam, slam.
Ready?
Operating from the gun, Emery. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's the Panthers punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Harris now to return. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. On 1st down, Emery. Over the middle, he'll get it to Harrison. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
On the set. One west.
He's down right, he's down on the right, down on the right. Alert. 3 down. Shit, watch the shit.
Throwing on 1st down, Emery. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. Over the middle, complete. That's Harrison. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down.
Topper! 3 ball. Hey, team 6. Check that.
From the gun, Emery letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Extra point right down the middle, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 5 yards on the carry, good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Mike 51, Mike.
Hey, high 7.
These traps. Let's go.
5.
They'll throw now on the final play. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. On first down, King. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun. Emery. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harrison. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
First down, Panthers.
At 50, plant, blue draw, Corker.
Hey, watch it.
Ready?
They run the counter. Sam. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Ready?
Mike 51. You're trapped.
80 weapons, go.
51's the Mike, 51.
Go. Deep trip.
To throw on second down. Emery. He's going to launch this thing way down. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for the Panthers. And even 40 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing even more big plays.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Shifts by him. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Saints' 15-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
6, pull it high. Shoot.
From the gun, Emery. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Now the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they get...
Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Bravo.
Check. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Second and 6. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down.
Alpha.
Everyone, we got four down.
Clear.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Here we go.
They're going to look to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the first down yardage. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
X3, 218, chopper. 5.
Kamara. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Hey, wahoo!
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Switch.
Recon, 132 fighter. Five.
51. I'm coming after you.
Get it.
Back to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
On the
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Come on out here. Come get
General West.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Check nickel. Check three.
Hey, exit. Hit it.
Back to throw. Emery. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
Go now, 50, plant.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, Haywood.
They'll look to throw here. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Has several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. Watch the screen. Go, Mike 51.
They'll set up to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Come on, set. 8, read.
Who that? Show me.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. 5.
Right back to him on first down. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Ready,
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Let's get off the field.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Ready.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Get that quarterback team line. Christian, Travis.
Slam. Check. Fresno.
Go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. Third and goal.
Check.
Looking to throw. Emery. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. From 4 yards out. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. No surprise there. Third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Second and 3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Oh, Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
The Saints on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Brian Burns. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. They've gone to the 4th up in Seattle, and the Cardinals moving out in front late. Kyler Murray with 1 touchdown pass thus far. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll run on first down. Sapp. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. 66 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
As I recollect, partner, this game was tied at halftime, but obviously someone came out on fire to begin the second half.
The switch was flipped, a long touchdown there, and now all of a sudden they're up 3 scores.
3 scores, and I'm not sure they're going to be headed the way that they're playing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, pick your game up. Check 31.
Again, it's Fournette. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself.
And my goodness, another interception. Julian Love picks it. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Back to throw here. They shakes him off. He can't get him down. He sets to fire deep. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
59.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not.
They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 48. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Sapp. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Ready.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Shrimp that ball.
Protein spill.
He's checking crab.
Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sapp. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Come on, set. 70, Indy. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Hey. We grip.
On 3rd and 2, Emery. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And his kick is indeed good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 46. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
64, weak.
You better bring it. Check 43. He's checking. Crash.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 51. Hey, watch the ball.
Look, squeeze. Snap.
They'll try the left side. Sapp. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Panthers, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the
Shine out.